Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Ziya. If you're a fellow and returning subscriber, thank you for your continued love and support. I appreciate you all for being here with me. As always, I'm sending you all lots of love. Today we're going to be taking a look to see what do the angels of the moon want to tell you. We're going to leave it pretty open. This is a general reading, and we're going to try to keep this one a little shorter, but like I said, I'm just keeping it open. So if it runs a little bit longer, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm just going to go with the flow, which is all about the moon. Going with the flow, that is the divine feminine. It's about listening to our intuition, connecting with ourselves on a deeper level, right? So for pile one, we have this beautiful piece of pyrite in this moon card. Beautiful. Pile two, we have this moon card with this beautiful piece of tiger's eye. And for pile three, we have this moon card with this piece of copper. Ooh, I'm about to drop it. This piece of copper, okay? So if you don't know how to do the pick a card portion, I would suggest taking a few deep breaths, tuning into your intuition, closing your eyes, and whenever you feel ready, open your eyes and choose your pile based off of what you heard, what you feel drawn to, right? And then I'll check you out at the timestamp, okay? If you need more time, feel free to pause the video right here. Otherwise, I'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile one. If you chose this card with this piece of pyrite, this is going to be your reading. So we are going to save this guy for the end. And we are going to start off with tarot. This is called the Wandering Moon Tarot. It's a beautiful deck, one of my faves. We're going to see, what do the angels of the moon have in store for you? What do they want to tell you today? Like I said at the intro, this is a general reading, so we're just going to leave this one pretty open. I don't have any specific questions, but if they do come up, I will ask them. So let's give it one more good shuffle, shall we? Yeah. All right. Angels of the moon for pile one. What message do you have for pile one? Wow, you got three major arcana cards and 9 pip card. So that's beautiful. We have the strength card in reverse. We have the lovers in reverse. We have the 9 of stars, which is the 9 of pentacles. And then we have the star card. Okay. For the strength in reverse, we got the Hierophant in reverse. For the lovers in reverse, we got the 3 of Wands. For the 9 of Pentacles, we got the Wanderer, which is a special card to this deck. And for the star card, we have 2 cards. We got the Chariot in reverse, and we also got the Page of Swords upright. So and we got the 9 of Swords on the bottom. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. So for a lot of you guys, I am feeling like there is this feeling of, am I ready? I keep feeling that. Like, am I ready? Am I ready for this change? Am I ready for this journey? And I feel like Spirit keeps telling you, you are. And if you look at both of these cards right here, they're both doing like the same kind of reaching for the star, right? there's a dream that's in the distance. It's literally within your grasp. And I feel like you're almost doubting it, or doubting yourself even. And this could be some sort of belief or programming, something that you guys are working on releasing in order to get in alignment with this. Some of you guys could be aware of this. Some of you guys could be subconsciously doing this. Because I do see you guys on a journey of the self. With the Wanderer being here, this is somebody who is on a journey of the self. It's kind of like the Hermit card in a sense, where we're doing a lot of reflecting, we're doing a lot of introspection, deep diving, and we're also allowing ourselves to explore new things. We're allowing ourselves to learn new languages, try new foods, see new places, meet new people, right? Learn some new skills, whatever the case may be. Put it where it applies for you guys. But there is a sense of feeling a little bit restricted by the mind. This isn't something that is reality. It's not a real restriction, even though it feels like it. This is something within the mind, which is causing a lot of conflict, right? If our mind and our heart and our ego and our higher self are not in alignment and on the same page, there's going to be a lot of this going on, like moving in two different directions, which is going to cause a lot of stagnancy, right? If we can all come together, we can move in the same direction, we're going to actually have some positive movement forward, right? So like, it does kind of feel like there is like this feeling of feeling stuck or in a pause. Some of you guys could be also working through a lot of triggers right now. I just heard mental ailments, so I don't know for who that's for, but there could be some like diseases, right, that we're working on currently releasing. So continue to do your work, right? Continue to heal with the Star card here, and also continue to hold hope and faith and trust that your path is for you, so it will happen regardless. You're not in a rush right now. With this Chariot card here being in reverse, this is not like the universe trying to rush you to do anything. They want you to be ready. They want you to feel ready. So they're prepping you at the moment. Like I said, currently you're getting into alignment. So a lot of you guys are dealing with some more shadowy parts of yourself, or trying to integrate these and coexist with them. And that takes time. It takes time. You know what I mean? Some of you guys could be wanting to seek out some sort of professional help, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just here to say that right now. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's some things in this life that we go through that it's hard to face again after we've already been through it. Like, we don't even want to reevaluate that part of our life. We just want to forget about it because it was so traumatic. It was so horrific. And that is understandable. But at the end of the day, Spirit is telling you, once you can acknowledge this and learn to coexist with this, even though, you know, it could be uncomfortable, that is when you, how do I say it? I don't want to say you conquer it, because it's not necessarily like you're trying to triumph over it, but in a sense, you are triumphing over it. It's not in control of you anymore. It's not restricting you in any way. So you open up the road, right? It's like you release that roadblock that was in the way. And now the road is clear for you to move in the direction that you choose or your heart desires. Because I feel like that's where Spirit is wanting you to move from, is from your heart's desire. So right now you could be learning discernment as well, like what is my ego and what is my higher self, what is my mind and what is, you know, my intuition, trying to really discern the difference between these things, so that way you can make decisions based off of a more higher vibrational sense, instead of acting through egoic desire or fear or limitation, right? Because I just keep hearing the sky is the limit. Like, you have limitless possibilities and potential that is waiting for you to tap into it and waiting for you to hone in on it and utilize this. Like, you came here with special gifts and abilities, and Spirit is like trying to bring you down this path. And right now it's almost like resistance, like there's some sort of resistance, and I do feel like it's because you're currently working on releasing your ego and you're healing, doing some deep cellular healing is what I just heard. So, wow, be patient with yourself. Look at this 10 of fucking pentacles underneath that. That is the ultimate success right there. Like, that is prosperity, that is abundance, that is unity, that is longevity, that is stability, right? So that is where you guys are moving towards. You just got to get out of your own way, and that's easier said than done, let me tell you, because I know, I feel for you guys, pile one, because it's people always say that, like, you got to get out of your own way. But when it comes down to actually doing that, sometimes, the mind is a powerful thing all the time, right? So just imagine if it's super powerful with the negative things, keeping you in that fearful mindset, how powerful it can be once you break free from that and you start to live in your best self, right? The things that you can manifest, the ways that you're going to manifest, the things that you're going to do in this life, you know what I mean? So the message really is trust the wave that you came in on and trust your process, okay? Because your process might look different from other people's, but it doesn't make it wrong. It's yours. And you're creating something very beautiful, sustainable, loving, like this beautiful foundation, right? So in order to create this foundation, you have to release the things that are not aligned with that. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now. You're going through an alignment process. Some of you guys are trying to learn how to bring a lot of your spiritual downloads into like the physical realm, which can also be kind of a tricky process because what works for other people might not work for you. You know what I mean? So we can get advice from other people all day long, but sometimes that shit just don't work for everybody. You got to find what works for you. And I feel like right now it's like trial and error for you guys. You're trying on different hats, seeing what looks good, what don't, what feels good, what don't, what works and what don't. You know what I mean? Ain't no wrong with that, baby. Free yourself. Allow yourself to explore. Allow yourself to be this free spirit that you are. Because you are, baby. You are a star. Okay? That's what the goddesses of the moon, or the angels of the moon, my bad. I said the goddesses of the moon, so I don't know. Maybe y'all got some moon goddesses coming through for you. I just heard Selene, Hecate. Look, we got the triple moons on this key, too. See that? Yeah, Hecate could be significant to you guys. Maybe you work with her. Maybe you're like tapping into your divine or your dark feminine. Kind of feels like you guys are achieving some sort of balance. But in order to come into balance, we got to work through the imbalances, which can cause us to feel really off kilter, right? So just be gentle and allow yourself the time, the grace, and the opportunity to go through the process. Let's see, what do the angels of the moon have for pile one? We got ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body in the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that way you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Yes, it is time to ground down. We've been feeling a little overwhelmed, okay? No outlet to get these thoughts out. I wrote a poem, actually, and it's on my page if you guys want to go check it out. It's like one of the first channeled messages that I put. It's got like the 4 different crystals on it. I wrote them myself, though. If you guys feel drawn to that, I definitely would recommend. I did a good job, if I say so myself. And we also got Cupid on the bottom with relationship underneath that. So it says, Cupid, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. I love this for you guys. Because like I said, there could be like some triggers and things that are coming up right now. Maybe it does revolve around like love and romance and things like that. And Spirit is bringing more love into your life, into your heart, allowing you to really see the wonders and the beauty of life again. And that is a gift in itself. Let's be real. This is a beautiful reading, you guys. We got, I let go of anxieties of others. Oh, I let go of the anxieties of others. Listen, this shit ain't even yours. That's what that card is telling me. These anxieties, these fears, they're not even yours. They're perceptions and ideas that people have projected onto you, pile 1. So it's time to really like dive deep into these things and see, is this even me? Is this what I resonate with? Is this my truth? Because if it's not, it's time to find a way to let it go. And you got to find a way that works for you. There's so many tools out here that we can explore and check out and try, right? And don't stop trying until you find your thing, because you do have a thing out here, okay? You guys will continue to make a lot of beautiful progress in this life as long as you let that shit go and allow yourself to love and to not be restricted by fear, okay? Because the opposite of fear is love. That's why a lot of things you'll see, it'll say love over fear, because love always wins. That is the core of all creation. So if we are attuned to our love frequency, there's no doubt in my mind that we cannot have it all, period. Okay, don't limit yourself, baby, because other people have limited their self. And, you know, I don't feel like it's necessarily always out of ill intentions that people project onto us. I think that's just their programming, their conditioning. But it's not fair to us when we internalize that and that becomes our truth when it is the furthest thing from the truth. You know what I mean? And this says micro moon on it as well. So I don't know what exactly that is, but that could be significant for you guys. Maybe check into it, see what that means. Or if there's like a specific date or something, that could be something special for you guys. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. Pile 1, I hope this reading resonated with you, and I hope it helps you. And if it did, feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. Hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care of yourself. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this card with the piece of a tiger's eye, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to pop this guy right up here. I'm hearing that free bird song right now. I'm as free as a bird now. And this bird you cannot tame. Whoa, 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 whoa. Free bird, yeah. Alright, I'm done. But, okay, I see you, Pile 2. You freeing yourself from what? Let's see, what do the angels of the moon have for you? What message do they have for Pile 2? Some of you guys could be like into poetry or wanting to, or maybe you feel like creator's block as of recently, or maybe you just got out of some sort of creator's block and you're starting to get your spark back or something. I don't know. Something about that as well. For Pile 2, what do the angels of the moon have for Pile 2? Interesting. It's the second time that the Chariot card has came out in reverse. It came out for Pile 1 too, in reverse. So there seems to be some sort of stagnant energy going on with the collective. The Strength card came out in pile 1 too, in reverse. Judgment in reverse. We got 3 major arcanas right here. 5 of Swords in reverse underneath the King of Swords. Let's get a clarifier for the Chariot in reverse. We got the 10 of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Moons, which is the Knight of Cups. Strength in reverse. Just in case you guys are wondering as well, this deck that I'm using is called the Wandering Moon Tarot. Beautiful deck. I got it from Etsy. We got the Hermit underneath of the Strength in reverse. And for Judgment, we got the Tower in reverse. Wow, lots of major arcana cards here for pile 2. 8 of Wands. Ooh, we got some positive movement forward. So, and I keep hearing set your sights. Set your sights. So for me, that is kind of telling me that Spirit is really telling you, or the angels of the moon are trying to get you to really tune into what it is that you want. Set your sights on something because you're about to release this arrow, right? And you want to hit your bullseye. You don't just want to be shooting aimlessly because this is a very powerful arrow that you're letting out, or energy. This burst of energy that you're letting out is very powerful, and they want you to have intention behind it is really what I'm picking up. Make sure that you have the right intention. So with the King of Swords right next to the Chariot, this is telling me that there is some sort of clarity about your purpose, but maybe a little bit of I heard confusion as to how you're going to get there. Because we got the Chariot in reverse with the 10 of Swords. Okay, so there could be something that needs to be released in order for you to move into that direction. And some of you guys could be holding on to. There could be some sort of, I keep feeling like maybe a romantic person, or some romantic feelings for somebody from the past, or something that could be lingering, kind of keeping you a little stagnant. It feels kind of like you let go of the person physically, but mentally they're still living in your head rent-free, so to say, you know what I mean? And this doesn't even have to just be romantic. This could be a friendship, this could be family, right? Because it just feels like some sort of connection lingering in your energy. Some of you, the love runs really deep. For some of you, it was short-lived, but for some reason, it's like, why can't I just seem to let this person go fully? And I do feel like this could have been, I don't want to just say like karmic, as in like this person was karmic, but the energy was karmic that was lingering. It was meant to teach you a lesson, a really harsh and heavy lesson with this 10 of Swords being here. It's never an easy energy to go through. That's a lot of mental turmoil. That's a lot of pain, right? But ultimately, it's leading you to your peak, or a peak in your life, right? You see where that person's at on the mountain? They're almost at the top. And it's just really sticking out to me right now. Like, it's like all the betrayals that you've went through have led you to where you are now, and like helped you become the person that you are today, which is a very strong individual, right? So in a sense, we can thank these connections. We can thank all these betrayals. We can thank the blindsiding and, you know, the lies, because at the end of the day, it made us stronger. It didn't kill us, it made us stronger. I'm hearing that song now. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Okay? Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely, is what I just heard as well. We got the Hermit card here, which that is the loner of the tarot, right? And when it's upright, this tells me that you don't have a problem with being alone. You guys are probably very comfortable diving into your shadow or sitting in the darkness, right? Some of you guys could also be comfortable dealing with chaos. Did I say Five of Swords? I meant to say Five of Wands if I did. This is the Five of Wands and it's in reverse. Yeah, so it kind of feels like you guys are trying to move past that more chaotic energy to really align yourself with your purpose and your authentic self, and to speak your truth and be victorious in anything that you do, right? Anybody who tries to stand in the way, any energies that try to get in your way, you seem to always overcome it because you have that warrior spirit. Your spirit came here to overcome challenges, and that's why in this lifetime you deal with so many of them. This is not by coincidence, and it's not because God hates you. It's not because the universe hates you. They love you dearly. You chose this path, believe it or not. And I know that's not easy to digest sometimes, but your soul learns the most through going through these obstacles and these challenges. You grow and evolve so much, and you become your wisest, most best self through these challenges and obstacles, as long as you do not allow them to keep you down and keep you feeling small. Because that's not who you are anyways. You're meant to be big and shine very brightly. Sometimes we tend to internalize other people's projections, or because somebody else isn't feeling good about themselves, which I guess is still a projection, right? But I was going to say, just because somebody doesn't feel good about themselves, they will try to make us feel like we're not good enough, or we're this big, right? Like I said, make you feel small. But it kind of feels like you guys are in a period of diving into who are you? Who are you really? At your core, who are you? And you're releasing any foundations that have any cracks in them, anything that does not seem stable or built on a foundation of love and authenticity and truth, right? I keep hearing you guys are the truth seekers as well. So some of you guys could definitely tend to trigger a lot of people because you are very real and raw, in people that try to put up a mask, or they want to live more inauthentically. Well, whatever the word is, y'all know what I mean. They're not being authentic to themselves. You will tend to trigger them, and they will try to attack because you're you're not even intentionally like trying to break down that foundation or that wall that they built up, but it starts to crumble after they encounter somebody like you, because you're so real, you're so raw. Some people can't fucking handle that, and that's not your problem. Like, I'm here to tell you, that's not your problem. The angels of the moon are here to tell you that once these towers fall, aka these foundations, these beliefs, these limitations that don't serve you, they no longer are serving you. Once you allow these things to fall, you come into your own. You ascend and become one with your soul and your higher self, right? With this Judgment card being in reverse here, there's potential for you to really step into your purpose and answer your calling. But first, you gotta let some shit go. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take a lot of courage. It's gonna take a lot of strength, and it's gonna take a lot of patience as well. It's not gonna be something that happens overnight, especially because a lot of these foundations that are falling right now have been around for years and years and years, okay? This has been instilled in you since childhood for a lot of you. And that happens to a lot of us, and it's sad because people around us are not as aware, right? So they continue to project this onto us, and we start to think that this is our reality as well. And it's not even our reality, it's somebody else's reality that they have created based off a distortion. You know what I mean? So it's really about using your discernment right now, trusting your spirit, trusting your soul. Your angels are here for you. The angels of the moon are helping you on your journey. And like they said, you're alone, but you're not lonely, okay? And you're not even necessarily alone in the sense of like you have nobody, because you have a lot of guides around you, but some of you guys could be physically like more isolated, or yeah, I just feel kind of like almost isolated. By choice, though. It kind of feels like by choice. For some of you guys, maybe you don't necessarily like always being alone. Like, who does? As humans, we're designed to have companionship and community. That's why we used to travel in fucking packs and tribes, right? That shit ain't just for wolves and animals. Like, we're meant to have that in our life, too. And that's why we used to do that back in the day. Not only was it safe, but it keeps you sane. So, you know, you're not wrong for feeling sometimes like you want companionship. It's normal. Don't shun yourself or shame yourself for feeling these feelings. Like, oh, I shouldn't feel that because I need to heal and I need to be alone. Like, if you feel like you really do need to be alone to heal, then that's completely 100% fine. But you don't have to be alone to heal. You know what I mean? You don't have to. Sometimes we do need that time for ourselves, though. I've been there. I was fucking taking time for myself for the last like 4 years. And I just recently started feeling like I'm ready for companionship and community again. And I started putting myself out there. And I'm very proud of myself for doing so. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys could possibly be going through right now. It's like maybe you're in that period of just needing to be by yourself for a moment, to gain your strength, to coexist with all the versions of yourself, to weed out the things that are no longer serving you, and to mend the foundations that have been broken or created off of distortion, right? So take your time, baby. We got what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. I'm telling y'all, what did I say with the fucking eight of wands, right? You guys are about to release this very powerful burst of energy into the universe, and spirit wants you to be intentional. Keep your sights set, right? On what it is that you want, because it is going to come in. There's just the need to work through a few things, know that you're worthy and deserving of these beautiful, amazing things that you want, that you desire in your life, your heart desires, right? Like companionship, love, sanctity, fucking peace. Like there's so many things, right? Maybe we desire to be wealthy so we can have a very comfortable and abundant life. We deserve that. That's our birthright, right? Shouldn't feel bad for these things. We got creative project on the bottom, and it says your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We are guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. Oh, I was about to say, if you look at this angel right here, giving her these downloads while she's playing this harp. Some of you guys are going to receive some sort of downloads when you're working on something creative, whether that's like music, or maybe you do clothing, maybe you like to bake, whatever it is for you guys, right? And we also got release and surrender underneath. So that's why Spirit is wanting you to express yourself creatively, right? And also, the King of Swords is somebody who expresses themselves. They're very expressive. They don't hold back. If you don't like it, oh well. You know what I mean? That's the vibe that I get from the King of Swords. I'm going to speak my truth regardless, because that's authentic to me. I'm not going to sugarcoat or beat around the bush to make you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Because then I'm not being true to me. And you're the one that matters, right? This is your story. Everybody's got their own story. They can all go live about their life the way that they choose. But for you, you need to worry about you. We got, I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. Oh, I love that for your guys' last message. Yes, Spirit is definitely urging you to be more authentic and take care of yourself. The more that you do that, the more your life is enriched. You're able to really just enjoy. And I just heard, damn, what was the word? Damn, it was like right there, and now it's gone. I feel like it started with a D. I hate when that happens. I can't think of it. Oh, well. Moving on. That's going to bother me. You guys are really meant to just enjoy life in this next stage, okay? Like, really release those fears and expectations and just kind of go with the flow and surrender and have your sights set and put your energy towards what it is that your heart desires. But don't hold expectations as to how it's going to come in, because I think you'd be surprised how some of these things tend to manifest in your life. What is that word? What is that word? It starts with a D, I feel like. That's going to make me upset. Oh, well. But yeah, this is what I have for you guys. Also, this is waxing crescent 5 on it. So I don't know, that could be significant to you guys. Maybe that's going to be a special time in your life, is around the waxing crescent 5. I don't even know what that means. So don't listen to me. Listen. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this reading brought you clarity and peace. And I hope this helps you. And if it did, feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care of yourself. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this card with this piece of copper, this is going to be your reading. And first thing is, doesn't this card kind of look like this guy's on some sort of journey? Because I'm really feeling that. And I keep feeling like the Hermit card. So, I don't know. You guys could be on like a hermit journey right now. Really trying to dive deep, learn yourself, learn your fears, your insecurities, do some integration, some healing, right? And I just heard, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Isn't that a Drake song? I'm so proud of you. For pile 3, sorry, pile 3. Did I call you pile 2 at all? I'm sorry if I did. I meant to say pile 3. Anyway, it's for pile 3. Can we get some messages from the angels of the moon? What do the angels of the moon want to tell pile 3? Emperor. Empress. What? That's crazy. Wouldn't it be crazier if the Lovers came out too? I swear another card just flipped over. Am I tripping? I'm not tripping. Right here. 4 of Moons. So we got the Emperor, the Empress. The Empress being in reverse. 4 of Moons, which is the 4 of Cups. The Devil in reverse. Interesting. For the Emperor, we got the Knight of Swords. For the Empress, we got the Page of Wands. For the Four of Cups, we got the full moon, which is a special card to this deck. And for the Devil in reverse, we got two cards that came out. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is the Queen of Stars. And we got the Seven of Moons, which is the Seven of Cups. And we got the Seven of Stars, which is the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay. Two of Wands underneath. By the way, if you guys are wondering what deck I'm using, this is called the Wandering Moon Tarot. It's beautiful. I got it off of Etsy, so definitely go check it out if you like it. So for this pile, I'm feeling like there could be like a struggle with staying balanced or aligned, whether this is with a person or within yourself, with a job, a certain lifestyle. Like maybe you want to work out and you want to incorporate this into your everyday, but it's like after a month and a half, 2 months go by, you just kind of fall out of this practice. Or you want to eat healthy, but then you fall back into eating junk food or something. Like, I don't know, it feels kind of like that, weirdly enough. Like there's this not feeling happy with the way that things are, but also having a hard time sustaining the changes. And there's also a message of like the full moon that just recently passed was a key time in your life. Interesting, because there's like this little keyhole on this full moon card right here. You see that? It's like the moon had unlocked the door for you guys. Sorry, guys. There's a little bit of like a disruption going on in the energy right now, but I am going to channel this fucking message anyway. So, anyways, we got the Knight of Swords with the Emperor. This is giving me the vibe of like knowing what it is that you want and taking charge, taking action, not really taking no as a fucking answer. Okay? Like, it does feel very much like masculine energy. Obviously, with the Emperor being right there, that is masculine energy. But with the Empress being in reverse, this is kind of giving me like like, I don't want to say it's toxic masculinity. It just feels like wounded feminine and masculine coming in to protect the wounded feminine. You know what I mean? Like maybe your masculine energy is overcompensating for your wounded feminine energy. Something could have happened in the past that has really did a number on you, pile 3, that you guys are still holding on to. This could have been some sort of rejection, being outcasted, or like black sheep or something from your family. I don't know. It could have been so many different things. Maybe you've dealt with a lot of really karmic people or situations, and you gave a lot of your power away to these people, and you trusted these people, and they fucking betrayed your trust, and they took everything that you had and left you with nothing, and now you're kind of like depleted right now, and Spirit is telling you, well, the angels of the moon are telling you, right? It's time to replenish yourself. You've let these ties go. With this Devil card being in reverse here, it feels like you guys have let this go, and now it's just time to nourish yourself, to take care of yourself, to cut your losses, and to move forward. And I feel like the full moon had almost giving you guys like a clean slate to build on. There's a need to really focus on your feminine energy. And I'm feeling like your feminine energy wants to create from this wounded space. I feel like that's how she heals. So I don't know what that means for you guys when I say create, but this could be anything. This could be writing, journaling, poetry. This could be knitting, crocheting, making clothes, doing hair, makeup. Like, it could be anything. It could be literally anything that you consider like something that you're creating, like with your hands or your mind or your mouth, your voice, right? Whatever you're doing, you like find a creative outlet is kind of what I'm feeling, because it does feel like she has this energy that she wants to channel, and that's how she is going to transmute this. And I'm saying she because I'm talking about the divine feminine right now, but this is not just gender neutral, okay? Like this, or gender neutral. This is not just based off of your gender. This is gender neutral, okay? So fucking energy is fluent. We read energy over here, but if I continue to say she, it's not like I'm saying like you have to be a woman or identify as female or anything like that. You can be a male. You can be non-binary. You can be a fucking horse if you want to. I don't care what you identify as, okay? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the energy, though. Your divine feminine energy has something she wants to birth into this physical reality by creating. There's something creative that's lying dormant inside of you that is wanting to be released, that some of you guys could have been feeling a little detached from for quite a while. And I feel like Spirit is telling you it's time to do something with this energy. It's time to come into alignment and into balance with yourself, right? There's so many opportunities that lie ahead for you. You just gotta move towards them, right? You gotta take action. I just gotta take action with authority, okay? So yeah, focus on replenishing yourself right now. Focus on grounding yourself. Focus on being more gracious and patient with yourself, because I feel like you give that to other people, but you don't have much for yourself. And I do feel like this could be like my caretaker pile. Like you want to nurture and take care of everybody else, and it's hard for you to do that for yourself. But that's why Spirit is urging you to do it even more now, because you deserve it. And you honestly can't take care of other people if you're not doing that for yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, the I'm so proud of you is making sense now. You let go of some really hard lessons, right? Or you went through some really hard lessons. You let go of some really toxic shit. You've been through a lot, Pile 3. I can definitely tell that right now. And right now you're standing in your divine masculine power, but it needs to be balanced with the divine feminine in order for you to tap into your full potential, right? And to really do some big things in this life that you came here to do. Yeah, the ball is in your court always, you know what I mean? So the moves that you decide to make are what is going to determine your future. And I feel like right now Spirit is like, the angels of the moon are urging you to focus that into yourself. Angels of the moon, what do you have for Pile 3? Please and thank you. What do the angels of the moon have for Pile 3? We got see only love. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. I love this for you guys. I feel like you guys do tend to see other people through the eyes of love. Like I said, you give a lot of patience and grace to other people, but not really to yourself. And that's sad because you guys deserve that too. You really do. And this card is making me think of this card called Service in one of my other decks because of this little heart here. And it talks about you being of service to others, putting other people's needs before you. And I feel like that is you guys. Like, you guys are like the caretakers, it feels like. And with this Empress card being in reverse, sometimes she can overgive when she is emotionally detached from herself. She overgives to other people, and she doesn't give enough to herself, even though she deserves it, like I said. So be aware of that when you're doing things like that, when you catch yourself wanting to give to other people. Like, sit down and ask yourself, am I giving enough to myself? Am I leaving enough for myself? Am I pouring from an empty cup? Or maybe you're detached from other people. You're not connecting with other people. Maybe you feel cold towards other people. Spirit's like, it's time to open your heart back up. It's okay to be vulnerable. Sometimes people are going to come and try to pluck the little petals off of your flower, but that doesn't mean we should completely just close ourselves up and suffocate ourselves from experiencing life. Not everybody's going to be like that. And I feel like you've went through enough and you've learned enough to the point where you'll be able to use discernment. When them people do come around, you can, protect yourself. And then when they're gone, you open yourself back up. You don't have to stay in a box or hidden. You're meant to blossom. So we got daydream. You'll more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you are watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. Okay, so some of you guys are being called to take a pause, to take more time to daydream a little bit more, to connect with your creative energy. Maybe allow your mind to kind of like wander a little bit, see where it goes. Obviously, do that under a more controlled sense. Like, if you catch yourself going to some really dark places, maybe, try figuring out why it is that you keep going to these places, or what it is that keeps triggering that, and how can you heal that? You know what I mean? If that does come up, we ain't here to suppress it or act like it don't exist. If it comes up, we're here to get to the root of the issue so we can fix it. We got time to go. It says the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will always rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. The angels of the moon are here to tell you that you are not alone. It is time to let go of the past. Let the past be the past, baby. You no longer live there. Let people talk if they're talking about your past. They don't know who you are today, and that's okay. It's not for everybody to know, right? Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. And we got waning gibbous 5. So that's beautiful. I love that. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. Know who you are. You've overcame so much in this life, and you will continue to do so. You are one powerful person, right? We just need to take a little bit more care of ourselves and to focus more on ourselves, and maybe not so much on other people for a moment, even if you find it difficult to do so. Sometimes doing things that are difficult for us tend to be the best things for us, right? Continue to move with confidence. You know who you are at your core, at your soul. You know who you are. Tap into that essence and move with grace, like I said. But yeah, this is what I have for you guys, Pile 3. I hope this reading helped you and it resonated with you. If it did, feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care of yourself.